This is the video of how to set up multipasse on a Cobot CRX. So the first thing you have to do is have your program ready. What you're going to do is you're going to slide an arc start into your program. You're going to select that icon, and then you're going to hit the edit key. So from here, first thing you have to do is make sure that your procedure is set up for multipasse. So I have mine set up for multipasse. The way you know is over to the right, you can see on the data type it says multipasse. So in this drop down menu, if yours says standard, you want to change it to multipasse. So next thing you're going to do is go down to pass list. So you want to have as many passes in your procedure as you want layers on your part. So for instance, for this example, I'm going to be showing you 3 passes. So if you wanted 7, you would just hit the number of passes right here and change it to 7. Okay. So you're going to go to your first pass, you're going to hit edit. In the schedule tab, you're going to put in your parameters that you want to use for your first pass. Everything else should be turned off. Offset should be none, track should be none. Weave can be disabled or enabled if you want to. You're going to hit the back arrow key here. You're going to come down to your schedule number 2. You're going to hit edit. Again, you're going to put in your procedures. Only difference is on the second pass, you're going to hit offset. And you want to select M-pass. So when programming multipasse, it is programmed in tool and path. So the X will be the path of the robot, and your Y and Z directions will be your offsets. So you always want to put something in your Y and your Z. So Z is your height, and Y will be your direction. So right and left as an offset to your original weld. So a good starting point will be 3 millimeters is what I always tell people. So the only way to know for sure is to actually weld your first pass, turn your weld off on your robot, and then see where your offset takes you. So depending on the leg size of your original weld, you might have to adjust to put more millimeters or less in your offsets. So again, I want to put 3 in my Z, 3 in my Y. So you can see on my screen it says start X and end X. So that's the path and the length of your weld. So if you wanted to stagger your starts, you would either put positive in your start X or negative in your end X to stagger your welds. So that'll be my second pass. I'm going to hit my return button here and go to schedule 3. Hit edit. Go back to my offsets. M-pass. So again, because I put positive 3 and pass 2 for this one, I'm going to put negative 3 to go to the opposite toe side of my original weld. I still want 3 for my height. So that is the background programming for a 3-pass multipasse procedure. So if you wanted to do more passes, you want to do another layer, you want to do 7 passes or 6 passes. Then for schedule 4, you would double your offset. So you got 3 for your second layer. So then you would go to 6 in your Y and then 6 in your Z and so on and so forth. Okay? Now go back to your program. You can slide the arc start out of your program. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my handle teach icon into my program, and I'm going to record my home point outside. That's the first thing I do. So I'm going to record that. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do is slide out my handle teach icon. And then I'm going to slide in my multipasse weld icon. As you can see, it's going to take you to another screen. And this is why you have to set up your multipasse procedure beforehand, because it will not appear right here. Standard weld procedures will not appear in this drop-down menu. So I just edited weld procedure 6 and hit OK. So the only thing you have to touch up, as you can see, will be the 4 position points inside of your well procedure multipass icon bracket. So point 2 would be your approach point to your well. So what you would do is you would move your robot to the position that you want to be your approach point. You're going to click that, and you're going to hit touch up, hit OK. So then you would move it down to where you want your well start to be. Hit the linear tab, hit touch up. Move the robot down to where you want to end your well. Hit your weld in, hit the linear tab, hit touch up. Then you're going to pull it out to where you want to end your weld, and that'll be your retract point. So the robot's going to run these same 4 points for every sequential pass. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to dry run my program so you guys can see where my offsets are. So you can see my first pass is right down the middle of my plate. Now you can see my second pass is 3 mil to the left of my original well. Okay. Now you can see I'm on the opposite side of my well. That is how you program a multi-pass well for the CRX Cobot.